Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here. Welcome into another LEGO Ideas video. Today, September 2nd, actually marked the final day where LEGO Ideas sets could qualify to be entered into the review process for the second term of LEGO Ideas products in 2019. So we have 10 of them to look at that have reached 10,000 supporters between the months of May and September. So I'm just going to go through the order that they have it listed in, and then I'll just tell you why I think it will or won't be selected by LEGO Ideas. The first set is the UCS Space Shuttle Atlantis, and it's a space set, so I'm really like another space set. We don't need another one. I'm sorry, but this just looks like a regular generic NASA shuttle. It doesn't look anything special. It looks like the Lego City sets to me, and I beg that this doesn't happen. No offense to you, S. Nelson 42. It's a great build and everything. It's a great mock. I hope that does not become a set. And then in second spot we have Thunderbirds Are Go by Andrew Clark 2, and this is based off of like a British TV show, if my memory serves me correctly. I never heard of it until I sat down for Justin's canceled LEGO Dimensions video, and I had to make some designs for that, but I'd never ever heard of it before that. So there is kind of a chance that this could happen because LEGO did at some point actually acquire the rights to it. So I know that they, like the company or whatever that owns this, are open to it. But I just think that like the Doctor Who set sold horribly as great and as much as I love that, and that one has such a huge fan base across the world. So this show that I've never heard of, I don't think will do. I don't think that they'd pick it. I just think that it'd be way too risky. And then next we have The Pursuit of Flight by J.K. Bricksworks. And this guy's no stranger to LEGO Ideas. He's already had 2 sets picked for him. It first was the maze set, and then also the pop-up book. And this is it's a really cool concept. I like this a lot. It's really, I like everything that he puts out on LEGO Ideas. Would I necessarily want to pick it up? Is it my sort of thing? No, not really. Like the pop-up book just isn't my kind of set that I want, or same with the maze. I prefer licensed things, and I think this is a good opportunity for stuff like that to happen. But that's just my personal opinion, but this is really, really cool, and if it does get selected, I think that it would be a really good and smaller, cheaper set, I think, for LEGO Ideas, which would be a good turnaround, I think, with sets like the Treehouse most recently. So I think it'd be really good, and I wouldn't be upset. I think that it's a really cool and unique build there. And then number 4 we have the History Museum by Brick E Brick, and modulars always hit 10k and they are never selected. But you know what, with the Treehouse being so big, maybe things are gonna change, but I can't see this happening. As great and nice as this build is and how detailed it is and everything, it just won't happen. Like, LEGO saves their modulars only for the January one, so I don't think that would ever happen. And in the 5th spot, I'm really, really quite biased about this. It's really interesting. There's actually this set already in review right now for LEGO Ideas by the same person but under a different username. I think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I'm just looking at like the builds and stuff and it's the exact same, but we're going to talk about that one afterwards. But I really think that this set will be selected if it isn't already going to be selected for the first wave of results for 2019. And I think that the Friends set really speaks for itself. It's already on back order. I don't know if it's sold out, but it is selling really, really well. And The Office, I think, is more popular, especially today. The show is just known by so many people, and there's this whole uproar with it being taken off of Netflix. Same with Friends, but I just think that The Office is more modern and it's more recent, that it would be so awesome to get. And it is a little big, but like I said before about the modular, because the Treehouse now, really the possibilities are pretty endless when it comes to stuff like this. So it is a really big set, and I will pay whatever price I have to for it. But anyways, this is actually an updated model of the one that is also currently being reviewed, that will be probably revealed, if it does make it, in October. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. But moving on, in the 6th spot, we have the Medieval Blacksmith by Namarobe. And I apologize if I said that, but it's a really cool build. I don't know. I personally never thought that the old fishing store would be selected, and this kind of reminds me of that, but I feel like we've gotten stuff like this in the past, and they're constantly being declined, but we'll have to wait and see. It's a really beautiful build, but not something that I would personally be interested in. And then next we have Winnie the Pooh, and I absolutely love the idea of this, and I'm a little bit worried about it. Now, I'm actually a little bit worried about this. I love this build. I love his house there. It just looks so cool. I love the Mr. Sanders sign above his door, as well as the 100 Acre Woods sign there, and the figures here look really great as well. What he's done with them is just so adorable, especially the Eeyore build, I think, is so cool. But what worries me about this is because LEGO Ideas has the rule that they can't make any new pieces for sets, that this won't happen because of that. Or it'll happen and it'll be something atrocious like the LEGO Adventure Time set, which absolutely butchered that person's idea project. So I really hope that that doesn't happen. As much as I'd love this set, I think that they just need to start a Disney line and do sets like this, because this is such an indication that people want to get something like this. Next we have the NASA Spacecraft, and it's by Micro Model Maker, and please don't do this. Like, great, good job, they're really detailed and stuff, but I don't want there to be, it's not gonna happen, but I'm getting frustrated just thinking if it does. I don't want a micro build of the International Space Station, as well as another ship that, like, we don't need this. You know, it's a great idea, it's a great mock, it just does not make for a good set, in my opinion. Please don't do this, LEGO. You've already done too many space themes. No. Number 9, we have the Haunted Mansion's 50th anniversary by Good Old Price. And you know what? I was actually, when we were in Disneyland and I was talking with Pro Lego Channel and Ryan and Justin, we were talking about what we thought the Disney D2C set was going to be for that year. And I thought that it was going to be the Haunted Mansion because of a couple reasons. Number 1, it was going to be coming out around October, so perfect time for like Halloween. If you notice, the Brickheads actually was released on September 1st, which technically was the release date for the train as well, so would have fit in really well for Halloween. Also, I think that it's a really nostalgic and iconic ride, which is why it hit 10K so easily. But I didn't realize that it was the 50th anniversary, which kind of worries me that The Office will have a hard time up against it. But I love the design of it, and I think that because of its 50th anniversary, I think that it has a really great chance of being made. And maybe LEGO isn't wanting to do something like this, like an attraction every single time for the yearly Disney sets, but I think that because they love anniversaries like the Friends 25th anniversary and this, I think that it has a really great chance, and it's a really awesome build, and I love the ride a lot, so it'd be so cool to get for that. And then in 10th spot, we have another Disney property, so I'm so happy that it's all these Disney things, but and then I know in the comments all the space people are going to be like, oh, you're complaining that space gets all these sets, but Disney's getting more. Yeah, you know what? It's different, though, because Disney has such a wide range of things to choose from, and they don't look the exact same. But, what? Anyways, we have the Seven Dwarfs house by Han Was Yellow First. And yeah, you know, I really love this build. I think that it would be so great to get. This was the first Disney princess movie. I think that the set would just be so cool. The other picture of the set actually has Snow White and the evil queen in her old lady disguise. And then you've got the well as well with a beautiful looking tree. And I think that this set would just, oh, be so cool. Would it sell well? Would Snow White interest everyone? I don't know, but it'll definitely attract all the Disney fans and stuff. So I'd love for her to get her own set because she's never been in a CMF series or anything like that. So I'd really love this, and I'm glad that this got to the 10K because, you know, it's just so detailed and it would be such a great and fun set. And also, if you haven't heard, 2 sets were archived prior to them actually being put into the review process for some reason, and you could check out my video about that linked at the end here. But before we move on, I'm just going to say quickly which ones I think are going to be selected. I personally believe that if The Office isn't chosen for this coming round of sets, that it'll be chosen here because the build is just much nicer and he's just really done himself and updated it, and it looks really cool. And I think that the Pursuit of Flight would be a really good choice for LEGO. And then the Haunted Mansion, I think, is definitely a shoe-in. But all the rest I don't think will happen. As much as I'd like Snow White and Winnie the Pooh, with Winnie the Pooh I just don't think it'll happen. And Snow White, I don't know. But anyways, quickly, we're just going to talk about the first 2019 LEGO sets in review, and I should have done a video about this before, but I'm just going to quickly go through and say which ones I think are going to be chosen. We have the Musée National from Rio de Janeiro. This isn't going to happen. Anatomy, maybe that'll happen, but the skeleton, I've never understood like why it doesn't look like a LEGO skeleton, but it looks like a LEGO minifigure. So I think that would definitely need to change. The Office, I think, is definitely such a good choice for what it's up against as well. I think that it could really be selected over all this stuff. Pirate Bay, I don't think will happen. I don't know. It's just not something that I think will happen. Cockapoo, I don't think will happen. You know, we've gotten birds and stuff like that in the past, but one bird on its own, I don't think will happen. SpaceX, please no. Addams Family, I don't think this will happen, because if it was the in the review process from before, it would have been perfect to actually release that alongside of the animated movie coming out. But this won't be made until like May, so it won't hit shelves until May, so I don't think it'll happen. 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street, definitely I think will happen. I think that that is a really great choice, and I definitely think that that'll happen. I think it'd be really good. And Machu Picchu, you know, it's a great build, a little micro build, but I don't think so. To summarize, The Office and Sesame Street, I think, are going to be the two that will be selected. Let me know down below which sets you think are going to be for the first 2019 LEGO review sets, as well as for the second review sets. So let me know. I want to know your thoughts on it. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.